When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas Tech's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his...
There he goes! A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense
going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Houston Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Let's talk for a second about Houston. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Making side adjustments here. Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a 1st down. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Houston going up tempo.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man, it's Williams. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Broussard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fullback's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hauls it in. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's McGarry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Good enough for first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another.
Victor on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Hudson. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Red Raiders line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Go straight ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 28, Houston 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really...
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Runs through a tackle. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Number 12.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Military stop.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I suspect